Good morning, friends. Today we are going to do another subtraction or takeaway number sentence. If you remember, when we do a subtraction number sentence, and you'll see the symbol right here, this straight line across, we have a group of something, and then we take some away, and we find out how many we have left. So we are going to sort our friends' names by those that have a letter P and those that do not have a letter P. So let's take a look. Not a lot of letter P's in our first names, but Paisley starts like a capital letter P. Let's see if there's anyone else that has a letter P in their name. Doesn't look like it. It's just Paisley today. So let's make our number sentence. We have 20 friends in our class all together. And then we have one friend with the letter P. Paisley, Mrs. Giffin's first name starts with the letter P too. All right, so let's find out how many friends we have left who do not have a letter P in their name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, so let's read this number sentence and then we'll check it with our number line. 20 take away 1 equals 19. Awesome. So if I'm looking at my number line and I start with my ball on 20, just like the number at the top of my number sentence, because remember on these number sentences, we're going from top to bottom. How many jumps will I have to make? Remember when we take away, the numbers get smaller. When we take away, the numbers get smaller. And when we go towards the 0, the numbers are getting smaller and smaller. So, how many jumps should I make? That's right, 1, because Paisley is the only one that has a letter P in her first name. So we're going to jump 1 number. And what do you see that I landed on? I landed on 19, just like my number sentence. So 20 take away 1 equals 19. Awesome. All right, let's take a look at our calendar. Today is the 20th of May. It's the 20th day of May. Wonderful. And today starts like the letter W. W. That's right, it's Wednesday. Tomorrow starts like a digraph, TH. Thursday. Fantastic. And yesterday was Tuesday. Very good, friends. All right. So it looks like we only have a little bit of school left, which is very exciting. Mrs. Giffen forgot to put right here that this is a day that we do not have school, but we have, let's see here, after today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days left of school before you are ready to move on to kindergarten. How exciting! Very exciting. On this day, you'll see something that says fun. We have a fun activity that we're going to do to say goodbye and say congratulations for finishing pre-K. We're going to have a special Zoom meeting and you are going to get a special certificate in the mail and a hat that you'll get to wear. Mrs. Giffin's made a really cool video for us with lots of pictures of you and all of your friends that we'll be watching together to celebrate the fact that you have finished pre-K. So that will be really nice, and I hope everyone can make it. And it looks like when you look at our calendar, you could tell we're getting to the end of May. And after May, the month of June will be coming, and a new season is going to be starting, and that is the season of summer. And in the summertime, we don't have school. So that might be something you're excited to hear. Let's keep on going. Let's take a look at our shapes. Triangle, diamond, oval, square, rectangle, and circle. Very nice. Do you remember the shape that we talked about yesterday that looks a little bit like a circle? I'm sorry, we talked about on Monday that looked a little bit like a circle, but instead of being a 2D shape, it's a 3D shape. That's right, it's a sphere. Very, very good job. We're going to talk a little bit more about 3D shapes today, but first, let's read our morning message. Good morning, class. Today is Tuesday. Can you name something that is the shape of a sphere? A sphere, just like we talked about, is kind of like a circle. It reminds me of a circle, but instead of being the shape of a circle, because a circle is flat, it has another dimension. That means instead of just measuring it from top to bottom and side to side, you can also measure it from front to back. That's the other dimension. I know that's a big word. Can you name something that's the shape of a sphere? A sphere is the same as a ball. Let's think. A globe is the shape of a sphere. A basketball is the shape of a sphere. A baseball is the shape of a sphere. Can you think of any other spheres? Tell someone in your family if you can think of another sphere besides what Mrs. Giffen said. Meanwhile, let's circle a sentence. We're going to circle a long sentence today. We're going to circle the sentence that says, can you name something that is the shape of a sphere? That's a lot of words. Let's count them together. Can you name something that is the shape of a... Oh my goodness, I ran out of fingers. I have 11 or 10 fingers, and I held up all of my fingers, and then there's still one more word. How can we figure out how many words are in that sentence? I know I have 10 fingers and I used all of my fingers, but then there was still one more word. Do you think I could make a number sentence to find out how many words are in that sentence? I think so too. 10 plus 1 equals how many? Well, let's find out. Let's draw a picture to figure it out. All right, so I have 10 dots over here and I have 1 dot over here. If I see this symbol, this plus symbol, what does that mean I need to do? I need to count all together and find out how many I have. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 10 plus 1 equals 11 words. That is a lot of words in one sentence. Let's take a look at our sentences here and see which one has 11 words. How many words are in this sentence? Good morning, class. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's not the sentence I'm looking for. All right, I know this sentence ended because I see a period, and we're going to start the next sentence. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see a period, so that means that's the end. It can't be that sentence. That's way too short. We're looking for a sentence with 11 words. Let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 words. Oh my goodness, we found it. Can you name something that is the shape of a sphere? All right, let's circle that sentence. What do you notice about this sentence? What do you notice about the line that it's on? Is it on one line or two lines? You're right. It's so long that it's on two different lines. Alrighty, I've got all of my words circled. And what do you see at the end of this sentence? You're right, a question mark. So, what does that tell you about this sentence? It's a question. Awesome. All right, friends, way to go solving the mystery of the extra long sentence in our morning message today. Let's keep on going. So, we're talking about 3D shapes. Talking about 3D shapes. And like we said, a sphere is kind of like a circle, but instead of being flat, it has depth. That means you can measure it from top to bottom, side to side, but you can also measure it from front to back. You can measure it from front to the back and see how deep it is. It's a little tricky to show on pictures like this, but we'll definitely talk more about it and we'll see some videos that will help us to understand. So, spheres, we sorted the things that were spheres and that were not spheres. So, I have a new shape for us that I think that you will be pretty familiar with. That is a new 3D shape and it is called a cube. A cube, and just like a sphere, a cube is a 3D shape. So I can measure my cube from top to bottom. I can measure my cube from side to see how long it is. But I can also measure my cube from front to back. It's a little easier to see on this picture of a cube, the three different ways that I can measure. So, can you think of anything that you've played with or seen that is the shape of a cube? Hmm. Let's take a look under this curtain. Well, here are some great examples of cubes. This is something called an Rubik's Cube. And as you can see, it has three dimensions, top to bottom, side to side, and front to back. You can measure it three different ways. Have you ever seen these in a game at your house? Does anyone know what they're called? They're called dice. And a lot of times in games, you roll them to see how many spaces to move. They are also the shape of a cube. And I'm taking a look right here. These look like maybe building blocks, or someone's made some cubes out of clay. Very cool. All right, let's see if we can play the sorting game and find the things that are shaped like cubes and the things that are not shaped like cubes. Taking a look. I see a cup of soda. Is that the shape of a cube with all the sides looking like squares? That doesn't look like a cube to me. What about this party hat? Do you see any sides that look like squares? Just like this picture of a cube? Me either. That's not a cube. What about this basketball? Is that the shape of a cube or is that another shape that we've talked about? I remember that's a sphere, not a cube. What about this soup can? Do you see sides that look like the shape of a square on this soup can? Me either. That's not a cube. What about this game? This is actually called an Rubik's Cube. That is the shape of a cube. I see all the sides look like the shape of a square. And I see that you can measure it from side to side, front to back, or top to bottom. There's a 3D cube. What about this ice cream cone? That looks like the party hat. I don't see any sides shaped like squares. What about the earth? I remember we talked about the earth being the shape of a sphere, so that is definitely not a cube. Oh my goodness, it looks like we've got all the cubes left over down here. All of their sides are shaped like squares. Very cool. All right, friends, thanks for helping me sort out the cubes from the shapes that are not cubes. And I'm looking forward to learning more about 3D shapes with you. Have a great day.